cause of death in children are guns.
Yes. Yeah.
They're guns.
Hello everyone, welcome to The Conservative Poet with me, Amanya. So happy that you're here today. So in today's video, I am reacting to a piece from The View. So this is a debut. Pum-pa-da-dum, pum-pa-da-dum, pum-pum. This is my first time on this channel covering the cackling hens. And so, and it's with no other than the vision of glory, the man, Billy Porter. Is he transgender? I don't know. But in the event, so we are covering a piece that The View did a couple of weeks ago, where they had the magnificent Billy Porter. It's a man, by the way, who wears dresses. Any event. And so we are doing that, and there was a topic that came up, guns came up, gun violence came up, and so I wanted to cover that because a lot of times they don't tell you that the people who are being killed and murdered by guns are being killed and murdered by their own people in the Black community. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about that. So I'm going to be reacting to the video. It's a nice piece of segment, and so I'm going to be stopping and commenting on the things that he says. And we're gonna in there you're gonna see that clip of the gun violence that he talked about, and also his iconic red carpet gown, I guess, that he did some time back. So if you're interested in seeing that, then hey, let's go.
Y'all know I sit here and watch it every morning. Every morning.
Every morning. You're the one. He's the one who's watching.
I want to just acknowledge what Joy just said. She said he's the one watching. Yeah, because nobody else is watching. Only those that's like that fool. That's who's watching. Because anybody, any American, anybody with some common sense, they're not watching you cacklings. They're not watching you hens.
The voice, the singing voice, has always been the gift.
Yeah.
That was what God gave me. I started singing when I was 5.
Is it me? This man has some what's happening to his teeth? He's got some terrible teeth. To have all that money, honey, you take care of your hands, you do your hair, but you don't even take care of your teeth. Ugh. Not very ladylike, darling. Not very ladylike at all.
You know, my first album came out in '97, R&B album. The business was very homophobic. They put me out. Now I came back. It's on my own terms, and I get to talk about that.
Yeah, you've come back because how can you not profit off of this awesome, wonderful platform called the LGBTQXY and Z? It is perfect for you. You are the face of it all. And why wouldn't you profit off of that? Come on, man. What kind of businessman would you be if you weren't embracing all of this and getting your piece of this pie?
You know, and to overcome the haters, to not only survive, but to thrive. Yes. You know,
I mean, how confusing are you? You got lipstick on, your hair's done up like a woman, you got your makeup on, you got your fingernails painted, your dress, I don't know if it's a suit, I don't know what the outfit is all about. But you got your beard. You still got your beard. Is that a goatee? Is that what it's called? You still got that. I don't understand that.
I'm thriving.
You are.
And it's magical, and I gotta talk about it.
Yeah.
You know, I gotta talk about it.
Well, speaking of thriving, since you were last here, you got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Congratulations.
So congratulations. That's so exciting.
It's a big deal. It's so strange. I still haven't quite been able to process it because, like, you know, my mother used to always say, God has bigger dreams for you than you have for yourself. Yeah. This was one of those. Yeah. Like, I wasn't even...
Kind of wonder what God he's talking about. What God you talking about, friend? He's got bigger dreams for you. Said the God you done sold your soul to. I'm just saying, which God you talking about?
Walk around that star. Take a lot of pictures.
Look at this. They all extra women-like, extra girly. Oh, we're just all girls. It's just us girls here today. And they gotta be extra girly. Because they have the homosexual there, trying to be a girl too. It's insanity.
What's interesting is that I spent the first 25 years of my life trying to get people to take me seriously as an actor.
Wow.
As an actor. I'm an actor.
Now that I'm taken seriously as an actor, I read.
You are? You're taken seriously now as an actor? Who takes you seriously, man? Who in the world takes you seriously? You're a joke. Drag queen hour to little children, showing up in women clothes, showing up the way you show up today. Who in the world is taking you seriously, man? Only your alphabet community, that's about it, because the rest of the world surely ain't taking you seriously because you're a joke.
When you were here in July of 2022,
Yes.
we talked about how Florida Governor DeSantis had just filed a complaint against a bar called the R House that holds drag shows. Okay. 8 months later, things have only escalated. As we talk about it, it's constant aggravation with this. What do you make of the fact that we're still talking about this? And that it's happening in other states too, not just Florida.
Yeah,
There's this war
Yeah.
against trans people, which
and
is
LGBTQ plus people and people who are othered.
And cabaret people.
And cabaret people. It's a
LGBTQ plus people who are othered. What the hell is that? People who are othered? And then cabaret people? What is that? Is cabaret people the people that work in show business as far as on Broadway? Are those cabaret people? Who are the others? Are they aliens? Like, who's others? This is insanity. All these different new ways of identifying yourself. These people are crazy. They're othered. What does othered mean?
circle of life.
yeah.
You know,
Why are they doing it?
For power.
Yeah.
Everything is about power, and you can always trace it back to the money. You say that all the time.
Yeah.
You
Follow
know,
the money.
it's follow the money, follow the power, power at any cost. It's very hypocritical. You know, the leading cause of death in children are guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're guns.
The leading cause of children are guns. So tell me, Mr. or Mrs. Billy Porter, where are those kids being killed? 1. Who's killing these kids? 2. And what cities are these kids in? 3. Who runs those cities? 4. Black Democrats, black inner cities killed by other black people, run by Democrats. That's who's killing them. Other black people in their own city on their own people. That's where it is. It's not school shootings. And talking about school shootings right now, the recent school shooting of a Christian school that was recently shot up. We had 3 children killed and 3 adults killed. And who did that, Billy Porter? Is it one of the others? Is that what transgender is? Others? Or cabaret? Because it was one of them who went and shot up and killed all these people. The last couple of shootings has also been by transgender people. Othered? Yes. Kids are being killed. And the thing about this is, it's not the guns that kill people. It is the people behind the gun. It's the transgender male, transgender female, transgender, whatever they are. That's the person pulling the trigger. The trigger doesn't pull itself. The car is the person that's running somebody over. It's not the car. It's the person driving the car that runs somebody over. The knife? It's not the knife that stabs somebody. It's the person holding the knife. That's who stabs the people. The guns again. It's the person behind the gun. Deal with the person behind the gun. Deal with these Democrat cities. Deal with these Democrat politicians. Deal with these people, these gangs and thugs who's killing each other. You deal with that, and the gun violence is going to go down. But y'all don't want to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about that, because then that's going to open up a whole new thing about if children are the number one being killed by these guns. Why is it only happening in the black cities among black people? The majority. Black cities, black people killing each other. But they don't want to talk about that, because if that comes up, then they got to talk about, well, what's happened to the black family? Why are blacks this way? Why is that happening to blacks? Why are blacks killing each other? Then they got to talk about that. And they don't want to talk about that. Because why? They want to keep blacks hooked onto the Democrat Party. They want to keep blacks hooked on as their savior. That the government is your savior, black man. Government is your savior, black woman. Single black mothers. The government is your savior. Can you save me from the man shooting down the street? No, they can't do that. And they don't want to talk about it. So it's not the guns that's killing people. It's the black man behind the gun killing each other and killing children.
Yeah. I know it's the morning and I'm not supposed to be screaming, but they're guns.
Yeah.
Not drag queens. Not drag queens. No. Leave us alone.
It's transgender.
And it's a distraction. It's a distraction on purpose. We don't know what to pay. We don't know what to pay attention to. Our justice system is convoluted. It's hard to understand on purpose. Let's be clear about that. Yeah. It's on purpose. It was like when we were talking about Roe v. Wade, that the word codify came up. I was like, what is that? Yeah. And y'all didn't do it for 50 years? Yeah. What's happening? Yeah. Subpoenas. If any one of us is subpoenaed, and we don't go, we end up in jail, right?
Get a little perk walk.
Yeah. What are we talking about, and what are we doing? And everybody's so scared because, if we do that, then we might have a civil war. We're already in a civil war, y'all.
You're right. We are in a civil war. We are in a war to save children from this transgender, from this drag show and donuts nonsense. This is what we are in a war. The war, as you say, we are in it. And you are battling to take the minds of children through indoctrination. We are in a war.
It's a civil war of the mind. They're messing with our minds. We're already in it. I'm sorry, y'all get me. You get me.
We are in it. We are already in it. We've been in it for quite some time. We have been asleep at the wheel, letting these leftists control the school system, letting them indoctrinate children, letting them put pornography in books and textbooks, letting teachers teach the way they do. We have been at war for a long time, and we have been asleep. We've been letting it happen. And now we've woken up today, and we've got transgenders. They're fighting for transgender rights, for children to castrate themselves, for children to mutilate themselves. This is where we are right now. This is where we are. And they wonder why over there on the other side of the pond in Africa, in those countries out there where they are rejecting this. They are rejecting this transgenderism. They are rejecting the LGBTQ, X, Y, and Z, because if this is what letting LGBTQ plus into their communities, if this is what it is, they want no parts of it. Africans don't want any parts of this because they see where this is headed. They see that this nonsense that I'm looking at right here, this is where it's headed. And they don't want that for their children. So I understand why the African presidents are saying no to Western culture, because Western culture is not good. It's not good for the rest of the world. This is a demonic state. And you are right. We are in a war. We have been asleep and now we're rising up and we are fighting this thing. It's a disgrace.
No, that's right.
Y'all get me so riled up. I'm sorry.
But you're making the right point.
He's riled up. Oh, he's riled up. What you gonna do, friend? Look at you. Ain't no man.
The war in the mind is a very good point.
It's already here.
It's here. It's not physically happening
No, not
yet.
yet.
January 6th, we saw a taste of it.
Yeah.
But it's in here.
January 6th, we saw a taste of it. What did we see during the summer of love? What did we see then? Businesses being burned down. Fires in the streets. Riots in the streets. Stores being vandalized. Businesses being vandalized. That was just love. But January 6th, yeah, we saw a little bit of that. You people are insane.
Party, and I was just touring the art, and I see this vision. I mean,
A vision. He's a vision. A vision of what, friend? Oh my God.
You have a lot, yes.
Thank you.
Vision.
But you always look like you're on the red carpet. I mean, we were all staring and staring and staring. So the Oscars were last week.
Yes.
Watching the red carpet, it's impossible not to think about your iconic moment, the gown from 2019. It was.
The gown from 2019. Look at this fool. The gown from 2019. What a disgrace. Look at this man. This is what, this is just awful.
It gave me chills.
It
gave me chills.
It's Jimmy Hoffa and
It's so fabulous. Do you feel the impact of that moment, and not just on fashion, but on the cultural landscape?
Look at this. Look at this man. What do you think this man fixing his dress is thinking? This is a disgrace. Look at his face. A man in his dress and another man fixing his dress. What a sentence. A man in his dress and another man fixing his dress. Hollywood, can you see nonsense like this and it's clapped on and it's praised on and it's loved on? A disgrace.
Because I had never seen that.
Yeah.
I had wanted to see it.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody could have carried it off like that.
That's really kind.
A woman couldn't have done it. A woman can't wear a dress like that. Oh, she doesn't have the bustier. She doesn't have the man hips. She doesn't have the man beard. She doesn't have the man bone structure to pull on a dress like that. No, only a man, my dear, could pull off an ensemble such as that. Only a man.
Yeah. It changed the conversation.
Yeah.
It cracked open a space for everybody to express themselves through their fashion. Clothes have no gender, y'all.
Yeah.
You know, women wearing pants used to be a problem.
Yes.
It used to be a problem. It's no longer a problem. So it's time for us to have whatever we want to wear not be a problem.
Yeah.
I've had it. I'm over it. Thank you for this education. Oh.
So friends, that's going to be the video. I said a lot through that, so I'm just going to wrap this video up. So you all know where I stand on this. I mean, this guy is a joke and it's a disgrace who and what he is in reference to the whole society. It's just what it is. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Share the video. YouTube is really not showing my videos. They're not really buzzing out there the way they should be. So please share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps the channel. I'm really trying to grow it. So thank you all very much, and I will see you in the next video.